I am serving clavicle. Yes, a bitch is continuing to lose weight. Dropped off keto a little bit because this time of the year, Aquarian season, it's very difficult for me. I have like 12 birthdays all in a row, so, and they all come with Carvel cakes, and I can't resist a Carvel cake. Anyways, this has nothing to do with this video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Latoya and I'd love to have you be a part of my ever-growing band of misfit toys. In today's video, it's going to be a get ready with me using new products that I recently purchased from Ulta. That was actually my last video, an Ulta haul. If you'd like to see that, then click the card up here somewhere. And I also got a few things from Sephora, but they weren't enough for an individual haul video, so I'm going to be using those things as well. If you would like to see these products in action, then please keep watching. All right, let's get right into this video. I almost have a full face of products here that I purchased that I have not used before, so that should be fun and interesting, and I can kind of give you a first impressions on these items as well. So let's get started and we will go in with the eyes. For the eyes, this is not new, but I'm going to be using it. It is the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. I'm going to apply that on my eyelids and through my brows because it helps with oiliness. And my brows tend to slip around as the day goes on. Like, it takes hours for it to happen, but it can happen. So we're just going to put that on. Of course, I have applied my skincare, let it set in and everything like that. I'm gonna brush up our brows using the spoolie end of a brow pencil. And now we're gonna go in with the concealers. For the concealer for my eye base, I'm gonna be using the Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade 12.5. And I'm also going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Maple. I have to mix the two because 12.5 is a little too light. And also, I could use 13 and 12.5, but I find that 13 doesn't have quite the right undertone. I kind of dot it around because I'm not entirely sure about, you know, how much I want. Usually it's too much, but we could always fix that. Just a few dots of the maple color because I don't want it too dark because it has kind of like a red undertone. To carve my brows out and apply this concealer a lot better than this, I'm going to be using a concealer brush and I'm just gonna carve my brows out. So that one's done. Just make sure that your brow is like sorted, you know what I mean? Now to blend out the edges, I'm going to be using this concealer buffer brush by Zoeva. It's the 142. I will leave the brushes in the description. I know I've said that before and I haven't. This time I mean it. I got you. Because the brushes are important. You don't have to have the exact, because there's like dupes out there. But there's, you know, some dupes that are good and other dupes that are just not it, you know what I mean? Now that I have applied the concealers onto my lids, I have a blank canvas, which is what I am going for to make the eyeshadows look their best. I'm going to set the concealer down with, this is super old, but it's fine. I just rediscovered it because I was looking through my collection. It is by Rimmel. It is the Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder, and it's just in 001 transparent. And with that, I just use this Kat Von D brush. I've had it for like 6 years and it works just fine, so I'm not getting rid of it. And I've been using it, so it's the number 25. Pack that on really nice. Okay, our eyes are set. It's time for eyeshadow. I've been wanting this palette for the longest time, but I couldn't bite the bullet because I was like, it's expensive for only, I think, like 5 shades. It is the Minimalist eyeshadow palette by Elcie Cosmetics. Nice and small, sleek packaging. It's perfect for a warm, neutral eye, or you can even do a smoky eye with it. So 5 shades for $45. The math is expensive. I'm gonna go in with another Zoeva brush. It is the 227 Luxe Soft Definer brush. It's very much like the original MAC 217 before they went synthetic. I'm gonna use that shade right there first. And I'm gonna go from the outer corner at first. Ooh, that's a nice shade. Just the type of shade that I like. I was focusing on the outer corner for this eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna go all the way in to the bridge of my nose, and I'm going to contour it with my eye socket and down the side of my nose. I like that shape. Don't know why. I think it just fits my ever-changing eye. But once I get that Botox, bitch, I'm gonna be able to do what I used to be able to do. You know what I mean? Quadruple cut creases and stuff like that. That is really pigmented. I am impressed. So now that we've laid down that color, I'm gonna be going into the next color, which is that brown right there. And I'm going to be using another Zoeva brush. It's the 234 Luxe Smoky Shader Brush. It's just a flat brush, and I'm going to use that to pack on the brown on the outer corner. Go a little bit more into the crease, about 3/4, no, half the way. Pack on and see how this all goes. Now that that is down, I'm going to be using this small brush by Hakuhodo. It doesn't have a number on it. I don't know why, but it's just a little tiny blender brush because my eyes are kind of funny these days. I'm going to blend the upper edge so that I can control where the product is going without it going too high and me losing the orange shade. What's going on? It doesn't seem like it's... I don't know. Seems like I'm losing the eyeshadow. I'll go over the outside with my original brush that I used for the orange. We'll see how this works out. I don't know if I'm going to use black with this. I might have to because look at that. Doesn't it look like I've lost some color payoff, or is that just me? I managed to fix the brown, at least I think so, but I do want to deepen it up a little bit, so I'm going to take the black shade in here. I'm going to take it again with this little unknown Hakuhodo brush and see just on the very outer edge here. I'm going to tap it on. It doesn't seem like it wants to pick up. I don't know. I'm going to do a little at a time because when you start working with black, you can't take back if it gets out of control, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. You can't blend it too much or literally blend away. I took that black up a little bit too high, so I'm going to take my original brush. Try to see if I can diffuse that situation. That looks so damn patchy. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. This is literally the worst. Can this be salvaged? We'll see. Clearly, that was a disaster. So, I have my concealers on again. I just haven't set them, so maybe the new way of doing eyeshadow without setting the concealer will do something. I hope. If not, we'll see together. I'm really sorry if the sound is off. I had to use a different mic, and we're just gonna get through this together between the eyeshadow, the mic, the sound. All right, I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna be using a brush that's similar to the Zoeva brush that I was using. It is a brush by Volair. It's the E03. It looks pretty similar, and I'm gonna go back in with that red rusty colored shade. I'm gonna concentrate it on the outer edge of my eye. It's looking okay so far. What can go wrong? I guess will go wrong. I didn't do too much though, so it's okay. I'm taking a Hakuhodo J5523 brush. It looks much like the other brushes that I've been using, and I'm gonna go in with the brown shade and see if it layers, because if it doesn't layer, then there's no point in having this palette. It seems to be doing better than when I set it. It seems to be working out. I'm so happy. And the orange isn't as stark as it was. Am I not close enough? I don't think so. Let's zoom. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, it's, oh my god, it seems to be doing so much better. Oh my god, did I speak too soon? You can't really, oh god, I don't know. We will sort it out though. Okay, I'm gonna take this brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's one of those dual-ended brushes that come in their eyeshadow palettes, and I am going to take some of this Revolution concealer and kind of make a kind of cut crease, because I'm not trying to do the most. I wanted to try to use all of the colors, but it doesn't look like that's going to be something that I'm going to be doing. Now for the final color, actually not really. I'm going to mix these two colors together on the lid and see how that goes. I lied. I think I'm just going to use that lighter brown shade. The white doesn't really do anything for me. Anyways, back to program. I'm using one of the only Smith brushes I like, because the other ones are, that's for another video. It's the Smith 256. It's like an arrowhead brush, I think that's what they call it. I don't know. Quill brush? Quill. I think they use the word quill. I don't want to put words in mouth, so I'm gonna. That looks nice. I don't feel like I should have had to do all of this just to make this palette work. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit ridiculous. A lot of it ridiculous. And I'm irritated, to say the least. Alright, I am going to put on mascara, lashes, and be right back for foundation. Now it's time for our base. I'm actually going to be doing my concealer first. I've been seeing Samantha Ravindal, also here on YouTube, go check her out, do this, but I'm not doing light coverage anything, because that is not my path in life. So I'm going to be going in with the new concealers that I purchased. I had this Colourpop concealer before, but the color was too light, so I got a darker color. It is the new Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I have it in the shade Medium Dark 145W. That's a mouthful. That's it right there. And it's still on the light side, so I'm going to be mixing it with, what am I going to be mixing it with? I'm going to be going in with my CoverFx Power Play Concealer. I love this concealer in G Deep 2. That's it right there. So let's get this concealer on. I'm just going to put the CoverFx on top of that. This CoverFx concealer is also pretty hydrating. It feels hydrating, so it's probably going to be a good mix. I'm going to take this sponge here by Elcie Cosmetics, and I'm going to blend that concealer in. I do my under eyes last because I want it to sit there a little bit and kind of dry down a little, not a lot like a lot of other people do, but enough to kind of keep the coverage there. That is the concealer done. Now we're gonna go in with a little bit of setting powder. I'm gonna use the same powder by Rimmel, the Stay Matte. I'm gonna take a itty bitty brush. This one is by Real Techniques. It is the doesn't have a name brush. It's rubbed off. Looks like that. I'll try to find it though. And I'm just gonna go with a little bit directly underneath my eye. I need to set that before creasing starts to take over. You know what I mean? Now it's time for foundation, and I did get a new foundation. It is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in the shade 4.15. Skin tone, dark, undertone, cool is what it says. It is 1 fluid ounces, per usual, like most foundations on the market today. And I am going to put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. I don't know about the color because I didn't pick it in store. Actually, I did have a look at it when I was in Vancouver last year, and I had picked a color and I thought that this was it, so hopefully I remembered correctly. Okay, I thought this was, I don't know, it was kind of red. Their colors were kind of funny. That's a lot, right? But sad, full coverage. Now I'm going to go in with this Elcie sponge and blend it out and into that concealer I already have down. The color range is really kind of strange. Ooh, this dries down fast and she is thick. I'm going to go back in with the Rimmel powder, and I'm going to powder the rest of my under eye. Next up is my face powder, and I don't really want coverage, so I'm going to be going in with this powder by Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade 3 Dark. This is the darkest color, so I'm so proud of myself. I hit pan. It's kind of like a translucent powder in a way. Yes, feeling that 1000%. And I'm gonna go back in with the palette and do the lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with this full layer brush. It's E09, and I'm gonna pick up that rusty color first. I like it. I like it. Cover those eye bags. I'm gonna follow that up by going in with the brown color, starting with the outer corner. Actually, I'm gonna go closer to the lash line with this. Ooh, my face is looking nice, but also on the dry side. Don't know what that's about, but yeah. For lash mascara, I'm using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black. It's my favorite mascara for my non-existent eyelashes. I've been neglecting my waterline for the longest time now. I kind of just like forgot about it, but today I've remembered. I'm gonna go in with this MAC pencil in the shade Teddy. It is a brown. Putting a pencil in your waterline can just finish the look and make it more pulled together instead of kind of undone, but you just can't put your finger on exactly what it is. Eyes are done. I am super happy. Finally, started off really rough there. Nobody wants to see brows, so yeah, I'm gonna be back with some brows. Okay, brows on. They are we twins? Identical ones? I think so. I think so. Next, bronzer. I'm going to be going in with the Kylie bronzer. Pressed bronzing powder in the shade Tawny Mommy. Tawny Mommy. I don't know. Mommy? Whatever. That's what it looks like right there. I've swatched it already. I've not used it. I'm going to be going in with a Makeup Addiction brush. This is called the Chiseler. We're going to see how she is. The tone is looking good. This is really adding warmth to my face. I'm living. Let's get down here, even though I don't really have to conceal my triple chin that I had anymore, because I've been working on my keto diet and your girl has lost almost 30 pounds. Yes, that's bronzing powder. It's brought life back to my face. I'm also going to use it to do my nose. Is the shade right? The tone? We're gonna see right now. I went in kind of heavy. This brush is the Luxie Beauty, I think JD 180. I know that's an influencer. I don't know who it is because I've never watched them, but I saw someone using this brush. I don't know who. And I was like, ooh, that is a really good brush for the nose. Okay, I'm giving you skinny nose vibes. Now I'm going to go in with blush. This is actually one of the 3 things that I got from Sephora, and they were all by Charlotte Tilbury. I got blush, lipstick, and lip liner. The blush is the Pillow Talk, the new one, Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow blusher in Intense, because the original one, I have the original one, don't I? So this is the Intense shade right here. This is the new one for deeper skin. And this is the original Pillow Talk blush. Just have a look at that. Put them 2 side by side. So there is a huge difference. This one was ashy AF on me. I'm gonna swatch them. It's more like a highlighter than anything. So I'm gonna swatch them on my hand to show you what it looks like. Right there is the Intense one, and that's the original Pillow Talk. So on me, that's a highlighter, and the Intense definitely will work as a blush. And since this look is neutral, it is going to be just fine. I'm going to use this brush by Zoeva. It is the 126 Luxe Cheek Finish brush. It's quite big as my blush brush. And smile, you don't usually do that. Pretty color, and when you mix it together, it has a sheen to it because of that in the thing in the middle. Let's see if we do it without. It's kind of, I don't know. I guess you kind of have to use it the way. Oh wait, no, without it, I kind of just went around the edges. Even that smile looks awkward, right? Doesn't it? I think it does. Anyways, that's what it looks like. It is super pretty. It kind of reminds me of Raisin by MAC. I don't want the glitter portion, so I'm going to go over this because I'm going to use highlighter. The actual moment I've been waiting for. I can't believe that I have been living without this for about a month now. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water Set and Refresh Spray, and it just is perfect for when I'm finished with all of my makeup. It's the best finishing touch, so I'm gonna go crazy with this. Is that a lot? Maybe, but it works for me. And ladies and gents, we have a look. I'm getting all these faces from my sister. She's 14 and you're like, I don't know. Yeah. Lipstick. Now I have the new Pillow Talk 3 Intense Lip Liner by Charlotte Tilbury, as well as the new Pillow Talk 2 Medium lipstick. So I'm going to swatch both of these on the back of my hand. Ooh, look at that. That's like a My Lips but better color. And that's the lipstick right there. Super pretty, nice mauvey tone. And the lip liner is just what us dark-skinned beauties need, a nice brown liner. So I'm gonna line my lips a little bit with the liner and then go in with the lipstick. Did I say lightly? There's that. Now time for the lipstick. I actually have a few colors by Charlotte Tilbury and KKW, like, where was I going with that? And Kidman's Kiss. Actually, these two pair great together. She should have been came out with these colors, but I'm gonna fix the lip line a little bit because I went a little bit ham, and I will be right back. I am obsessed with this lip color. It is super pretty. It's definitely like My Lips but better type of a color. I'm not gonna go with highlighter because I'm feeling the matte look. I'm usually a highlighter goddess, but today I like what I'm working with right now, and I don't want to see any texture on my face because that would blow mine right now. So yeah, this is the look. Let's go through the products. The new blush by Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk Intense, is brown girl friendly. The lipstick and the lip liner, of course. The lip liner is the Pillow Talk 3 Intense, and the lipstick is the Pillow Talk 2 Medium. The eyeshadow palette was a struggle. You saw that in the beginning. I had to wipe it off and do it all over again. Definitely not fun times. What else did I use? Oh, the Pretty Fresh concealer by Colourpop in conjunction with the CoverFx was really good. My under eyes do not feel dry or crepey, and they don't really look crepey, a little bit, but that's to be expected because the lines are there and they don't seem to want to be going anywhere. The foundation. So far the foundation is hitting. At first I wasn't sure about the color, but the color is really a great match. And you have to work in like areas because it is super full coverage and dries really quickly, so that could be a problem. Also, the bronzer, hello Kylie Cosmetics. This bronzer really gave some warmth to my face. I really like it. Everything together has been perfect. The only real difficulty was the eyeshadow palette, and for $45 I don't feel like I should be experimenting and trying different ways of applying it and doing the most. It should pretty much apply itself. That is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, the products that I use. Are you interested in any of them? Do you own any of them? And if you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? It is free 99. We have a good time over here at the Latoya Show, so click that subscribe button right there, and while you're down there, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload my next video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.